Alright, next question from Daniel Lucifer Gardener Morning. Your name is so long, it's not even showing in full here in the screenshot I took, so sorry about that. So your question is, what are the Winchester brothers going to do when they stop God in the final battle? Wow, it's a big assumption there, man. They're gonna stop God. What if they don't? What if the story goes on with God maybe lurking in the background and coming back in a future season? We don't know. But I do believe, yeah, they will stop God, but that's just an assumption for now. What are you gonna do when they stop God? Maybe the monsters still roam around and people still need saving, and they just continue on their adventures, man. And when they come back in the future, I would love to keep watching that. That's my answer. Thanks for your question, Daniel Lucifer, Garden Morning, whatever the rest of your name is. The next question we have is from Vincent Rose 2006. I do a lot of fan fiction stories with time travel and alternate reality jumping. So here's my question. If you ever ended up in Supernatural and became a hunter like the boys, which monster would you like to hunt the most? Interesting question. It's a tough one because I kind of sympathize with the monsters too. Like, they're not pure monsters. It's always like, sometimes there's gray areas in that. So which one I'd like to just hunt? Like the most evil, annoying ones, I would say. Let me think about it. Like, they have to be irredeemable, pretty much. Let me think about that for a minute. Alright, so after thinking a lot, I realized I don't really have favorite monsters to hunt because some monsters can be good, can be actually good, and can be allies. They don't hurt anyone. They try not to hurt anyone anyway. Same thing like humans, right? Some humans are good, some humans are bad, some humans are monsters. So real monsters are humans in real life. So if I was on a show, if I have to pick, I'd say angels because angels are really annoying a-holes. So yeah, angels, I would say. Most of them are dicks, like Dean says, so I would say angels. But if I have to pick what monster I want to see on a show, being shown much more, Wendigo. Man, very cool monster. It actually looks like a monster. They only had the one Wendigo, so for the show, I want them to have it. For me to hunt, really any evil monster, but especially angels, because they really annoy me. Angels. The last comment slash group of questions, several questions here by Julian V. First one he asks is, would you like to see Amara come back for the final season of the show since we got to see Chuck? Well, since this was 3 month or 4 month old, we kind of got an answer to that already. I actually did want her to come back, and we already know she's back. Very briefly, I think was it the first or second episode? I think it was the second episode. But yeah, she's coming back, and she does not care about God anymore. She doesn't want to help him, so she's probably gonna help the boys beat God towards the end of the season. We'll find out. Second question by him is, are there any other actors that you like who have played on other CW TV shows come back as guest star for an episode during the final season? Okay, that's a very specific question because you're asking about actors from other CW TV shows you want to guest star during the final season. I actually don't watch other CW shows, so can't really give an answer there. I only watch Supernatural from CW. But if I have to kind of branch out a little bit, my other all-time favorite shows are X-Files. I would love for David Duchovny to guest star in Supernatural at some point, the final season or even in future comeback seasons, hopefully. I would love to see Mulder on Supernatural. That'd be perfect. I would love that. On a related note, a lot of X-Files actors actually went on to be on Supernatural. Bobby, Jim Beaver, he had an episode in X-Files. You have Rufus, same thing. He was on X-Files first. You have Samuel, the boy's grandfather. He was also Skinner in X-Files. So a lot of common actors. Crowley, Mark Sheppard, who's in an episode called Fire, a great episode on X-Files first. So yeah, a lot of actors already from my other favorite show have been on Supernatural, but if you have to pick a new one to be on there, also from X-Files, David Duchovny, Mulder, please bring him on for at least one episode. I would love that. That'd be mind-blowing to me because Supernatural and X-Files are my all-time favorite shows. I rewatch them forever, pretty much never get sick of them. Get Mulder, David Duchovny, please, on the final season, or in future seasons when they come back. That'd be great. Alright, the third question from Julian. After all we have seen on the show and all that the brothers have been through, do you think they deserve to have peace at the end of their journey? Oh, yeah, definitely. I really want to have peace at the end of their journey, and even if that peace means that they continue doing their job, being hunters of like saving people, hunting things, a family business, just hunting monsters, small scale, nothing like heaven and hell and big scale stuff. Not a big fan of that. Even Jensen talked about wanting the final season to be small scale again, just hunting monsters, saving people, hunting things, a family business. And get rid of the old angels and the demons and the hell and the heaven. He even said that before the season started. they have not exactly fulfilled that because you still have like the Michael stuff, we have the God stuff, the Amara stuff, heaven and hell and purgatory. So unfortunately, they didn't stick to that, at least so far. But I definitely want it to be like the peace for them. If their version of peace, Jared and Jensen talked about, is continuing their hunt of monsters, I want to see that at the end. I want them to continue doing that. Alright, the fourth point slash question from Julian. Do you think it would be cool to see all the people we have seen on the show since season 1 that have died come back for one big battle or reunion? Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. We already got a lot of them, even monsters. We got Lady in Black, we got Bloody Mary, provided that they're not as cool as they used to be in the first season, because nothing is, to be fair. Season 1 is the best one, and nothing will ever come close to it, but yeah, we already see some familiar faces come back, and even some smaller actors have re-emerged on the show. Like the actor from Bugs, the father from Bugs, is the one in the episode with when Jensen sings. He's a father in the vampire. I just like realized that more recently. I was like, I've seen this guy before. He was in the Bugs episode. It's pretty cool. They recycle actors a lot. That's not the first time they do that, but they're bringing on a lot of actors from older seasons. That's pretty cool. But as far as the main actors, yeah, definitely. Bobby showed up at the end of season 1, I believe, if I remember correctly. Bring original Bobby back, please. That'd be great. And yeah, whoever other actors from season 1, I'd love to see them again because that was a perfect season. Please bring them all back. I'd be happy. Alright, the fifth point from Julian. How are you going to feel when this story comes to an end? Supernatural is done forever. First of all, I don't believe it's going to be done forever because all the hints we've been getting, the actors want to come back in the future, and I hope they do. It's not set in stone, obviously, but I don't believe it's done forever. The door is not going to be closed forever after season 15. Jensen said that he doesn't want to close the door forever. Ending will be open. Jared is on board with that. They both love the characters, love the show. It's part of their lives for all 15 years almost. And they would want to come back. But how would I feel even with this temporary ending? If it's temporary, I'm still very sad about it. Because Supernatural is pretty much part of life at this point. You used to every October, new season. Oh, we have to wait till next season. Now it's not going to be a new season after season 15 ends. That is devastating and very sad. But let's say it never comes back, even more devastating and sad, because you always have this hope that it will come back based on all these hints we've been getting. Yeah, if it never comes back, I'll be very sad, but we have, all the old seasons to do rewatches, especially the early seasons, season 1 to 5, my favorite, especially 1 to 3. So you're always going to have rewatch the old seasons. And we also have all this lore, to go back and explore, like as far as my work goes on my channel. I'll continue doing content about Supernatural, so that's not an issue really, and about the actors and stuff. So I'll still be very sad if the show never came back because I really want new episodes and new seasons to go on pretty much forever. So we'll see what's gonna happen, but yeah, that's my answers to that. Alright, the final point slash questions from Julian. What was your most memorable moment being at a Supernatural convention? It's a good question. So I've only been to 2 Supernatural conventions last year, 2018. My first time was OrlandoCon in January, and then JaxCon, I believe, was December at the end of that year, last year. My most memorable moment being at a convention, I would say the first time I've seen J2 on stage. This would be my most memorable moment because this is the first time I've seen him in real life up close like that, even before photo ops and other guys, because that comes later in the event of the convention. So first time seeing them, I just don't know how to describe it. It's very surreal seeing, the guys who play Sam and Dean in real life for the first time after all these years, watching them and rewatching the show over and over again. They've become a big part of my life. Seeing them run in front of you, walking and like in the flesh and talking and making jokes, like you always see them on videos, but you think it's the same thing in person. Not at all. This larger than life feeling, you only know what I mean when you actually see them in person. So I would say this moment stuck with me as far as most memorable moment. This would be a big one. The second one is Catherine Randine. When she talked about being vegan, I had no idea she's vegan, and when she gave her speech, I was really, really, really fascinated by that because I'm vegan, like I said before, and I really loved her speech. I made a big video about it, and I even contacted her on social media to thank her for, speaking up for the animals, and she's very nice too. She thanked me for making a video about her. She loved the video, and she told me, "Oh, you did a great job," and she shared my video on her Twitter. So yeah, very sweet person, great person, vegan. She cares about animals. She uses her platform to speak up for them. Amazing person. So that's another memorable moment from my first con. Pretty much finding out Catherine Remdine is vegan and hearing her talk about it and interacting with her after that. So yeah, I appreciate really good people like her. She's amazing. And as always, till next time, no chick flick moments.